All right, so we got Scott Jennings here. He's going to rip his colleagues at CNN a new one. And I'm sorry, what is that? It sounds like we have some pre-election footage of Scott talking to his colleagues.
For any reason, the winner is unsuccessful. The first runner-up will take his place. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Well, here's some truth. Gen X has delivered Donald Trump to the White House. My people. We came before the internet, your people too.
Boo.
Before we bubble wrap society, we shrug off most things. We aren't sure why everyone is offended by everything. We're all Hulkamaniacs. We took the reins of this election to steer America back on track and out of the BS. We love rebels, we love innovators, we love disruptors. Does this sound like anyone you know? From Gen X, the message is clear. We're not putting up with it anymore, so you're welcome, America.
All right, lots of Gen X disagreement. Go ahead,
You don't
Pete.
speak for Gen X. I prefer Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and any wrestler who's not Donald Trump. Hulk Hogan used the N-word.
Okay,
so
go ahead,
just to...
I heard what you're saying about X. I saw a survey this week. It's now the most ideologically balanced user platform.
Scott,
of any platform.
stop. It's too early. I just sat down. I've only been here for 2 minutes.
You're going to be embarrassed
cannot
when
continue
I tweet
to
out
say
after the show, but
you
it's
cannot
true.
say that.
So-
That's not the case.
So
Who's
what
the
I-
source of that?
What I find, we reported it on this network.
Not accurate, and you know it.
Okay, I'll let you make your statement.
Scott, can I
but my point is
can I
this.
reframe it a different way? Because the site changed radically, right? So whether you think the voices it is somehow more balanced now, that's fine. But no doubt.
No, I'm sorry.
Kara.
There
Scott,
was a
quill
major
rank on you here on
institutional effort.
No, there
to
was
suppress that.
dozens and
Was the New
dozens
York
of
Post
them.
thrown off Twitter?
They were, and then they. Scott, let me try again.
This story off Twitter.
Scott,
Let's let
Scott,
Kara finish, 'cause
literally
she's
don't know
actually
what you're
done-
talking
I mean,
about,
she's
so
done
it's
the work.
really hard to deal with you.
You want to
It's-
insult me? Go ahead.
No.
If you called Kentucky Fried Chicken and said, I'd like to interview Colonel Sanders. Now, his face is on the bucket. He doesn't make the chicken anymore. In fact, he's not even alive anymore. This is what the Democrats are asking people to do. Vote for the face on the bucket. He was fine and he's strong and then he's fine
Vote
today.
for the face on the bucket.
Nobody believes that. And I just think at some point, then why isn't he running?
It's organic. The entire Kamala Harris campaign has been organic. And so now we're...
What?
Not even close. She was handpicked. Nobody wanted Kamala.
Organic. This is the literal most manufactured presidential campaign ever. She didn't even run. Well, quite a few people will vote for Harris, so I think we should all open up a head examination doctor's office. We'll have plenty of people to
In all those
look at.
categories.
A lot of men think Democrats care more about dudes who want to become women than dudes who just want to be dudes. It's pretty apparent the disdain with which they hold half of the country in.
I know what you're thinking, and it's not okay.
That's crazy, Scott.
I'm sorry. I'm just reading the journalism. I'm pro-journalist here. I'm reading the journalism about Hunter Biden running the ship here. She's like a true double threat. You know, she's terrible on her feet when she gets unexpected questions, and simultaneously, she can't even answer the expected question.
Double your pleasure, double your fun.
You give me too much credit. I wish I had some billionaire friends. You know, what's a mistake you've made? Nothing. What's a weakness you have? Nothing. What's the first law you want to pass? Nothing. What's a policy difference between you and Joe Biden? Nothing. Over and over and over. Empty, empty, empty. If she were an animal, she'd be a duck-billed platitude. Walls himself, who gave the most disastrous response to a question about his own dishonesty about being in Tiananmen Square that I've ever heard. Effectively, what he has said is, sorry, guys, I'm too dumb to tell the truth. Fabrications in his own resume. And his answer was essentially, me no understand words good. I mean, is a buffoon.
Kamala Harris and Tim Walz believes is that it's none of your business what women do with their body. And so stay out of our doctor's offices and stay out of our bed.
Well, I guess I'll have to speak up for the babies. They're not here to speak for themselves. Lord have mercy.
Or if you haven't subscribed to the channel, why don't you consider subscribing? You can follow me on X and TikTok as well by going to the channel. If you like this video, you're going to like some of the other videos that we have uploaded for you. We'll upload about 5 to 7 videos a week, so if you want to catch those, make sure to hit that notification bell as well. And let's continue.
Our troops have had a hard time doing it in Afghanistan. Trying to ask them to sort through who's who and implement a policy like this, here in the United States is like nothing we've ever seen. Actually, I mean, hold on, maybe the only precedent we have is internment camps during World War II against Japanese Americans, but there's not a military precedent for sorting through who on the Upper East Side is an illegal and who's not. And you're asking a 19-year-old, right, holding a weapon, who signed up to serve his or her country, to thrust themselves into maybe the most fraught political topic that we've got in this country. People want a solution, but they don't necessarily want that one.
You've twice now insinuated that Trump's going to send the military to round up American citizens, which is totally false. There are 1.3 to 1.6 million illegal immigrants in this country today who have already received deportation orders from a court. You can start there. There's another population, as Mark said, that have either committed violent crimes in the United States or committed violent crimes where they came from. You can also do that. That has nothing to do with the people in your neighborhood, has nothing to do with the person in your office, and has nothing to do with whatever the hell you're talking about. It has to do with getting people out of the country
So then
who do not belong.
How are you going to deploy the military? Give me how exactly you would deploy an active duty military unit to respond to this crisis.
I would use the military in conjunction with local officials,
What does that look
local
like?
law enforcement, county sheriffs, people who know their communities, because I assume a lot of the local sheriffs and jailers are going to be the people who end up housing some of these folks before they are deported. But there has
What's
to be
the task
some
and purpose? What's the mission for that young private? What is he actually going to be tasked to do? Guard a gate, or is he going to be investigating?
I don't know. I wasn't elected.
But you're sitting here on CNN saying we should do it. I think you should think out a little bit more about what they actually should be required to do.
Do not belong.
It sounds real good.
One at a time. Scott, quickly.
There are millions of people who came into the country illegally, who have already received deportation orders, or who have committed some other crime while they've been here. The fact that you want to leave them in place is mind-boggling.
That is not what I said. That is not what I said.
Let me ask the same question I asked Chuck.
Yeah.
What was the mandate from the election? As much as any issue, immigration was on the ballot. So what do you think the voters were saying on immigration?
I think the voters were saying do something about it. I think broadly across partisan lines, there is almost universal need for people to do something about it.
One of the reasons inflation has been lower in the last few years is that we've had a lot more immigration.
Did it go up when Obama deported 5 million people? I think concerns about this are overblown. We've got 1.6 million people with deportation orders right now and another violent population. I mean, I don't think that alone is going to drive up the cost of groceries in the short term. And people want it to happen.
You don't think mass deportations will affect the labor force or agriculture industry?
Or building houses to bring down the
Even
cost
if
of
you're
groceries.
pro it, you have to consider that. I mean,
Let's look that one up. Let's see how many illegals are working construction. Immigrants entering the country illegally make up about 23% of the construction labor workforce in the United States. Wow, that's a lot. And that is a lot of pressure on the wages. That is more than I thought. I would have guessed probably 8%, but that is significantly higher. Three times what I was thinking.
Basic standard Republican stuff, like, cutting the size of the federal government, reducing the size of bureaucracy. I mean, don't threaten me with a good time. I hope he does it, and I hope he's aggressive about it. And so this is not groundbreaking or, stuff. This is what Republicans have wanted for a very long time, and Vaught is very skilled. He did a great job the first time around. I like that he's coming back. He knows where all the levers and knobs are, and he's going to hopefully execute on this agenda that not just Donald Trump has said he wants, that Republicans have said they've wanted for decades.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to check out the store. We've got hoodies, shirts. This is one I'm wearing right here. Make Christmas great again. I'm sure the green is all messed up from the green screen on that. Some more down here. Check those out. If you look below in the description, you'll see those. There's also some mugs if you want to get gifts for your friends and you don't know what their shirt sizes are. Also some stickers and some Christmas tree ornaments. It takes about 6 days to a week to arrive, so you have plenty of time to order before Christmas. Thanks again for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.